Hey there, welcome back, Moria fans. Let's get back to it. I want to start this video with a shout out and congratulations to us, because it turns out that town run was a record. Our previous speediest town run was around 9 minutes. That was about 6.5 minutes now that I watched it back again. So we can do better. That was not a great speed run, but it's the best we've done yet. So what the hell, eh? Alright, we have done detections here. I see things below that would indicate that. Giant blue centipede. Perhaps not here though. Let's do some more detection work here. Yeah, there we go. Mummified something. I'm going to guess a mummified kobold based on the fact that that's all we've seen so far. A bunch of traps. Glad we did that detection. And I'll rest. And we will continue down towards what is likely a mummified kobold. Water spirit. Not evil, it didn't show up. What do we know about it? Anything special? 850 feet, moves erratically quickly, worth 42, that's nice. Can hit to attack. Nothing else that I know about it. I don't know if that's all the information there is. In a game of this nature, pit. And by game of this nature, I mean, oh, fuck, we are in a room incidentally. I am protected from evil while I look for that M. Let's kill this thing quick. In a game of this nature, where, fucking fruit fly too. Fuck. I'm protected from evil, so I'm looking at the... I should be trying to kill the kobolds and shit first. Although if I don't kill that thing fast, I don't know, man. I'm lashing out in every direction now, and therefore officially playing stupidly. Let me deal with the situation, then I'll try to return to that thought and make it a finished, complete thought. Alright, the coins are dead. Okay, the mummified kobold is coming down to us. Let's kill it before our protection runs out. I don't like having to press enter all these times to get rid of these messages. Alright, that thing's dead. It's unlikely we can kill all the fruit flies down here. These, let's just get out of this room. This is driving me nuts. Let's PBB out of here to make sure we get away. Alright, done. I'm just going to search here again. I think we already did a PAG over here, but let's just check. Okay, nothing there. Alright, in a game of this nature where there's not a... I mean, there's a lot of content, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of content, a lot of monsters and such. But in terms of... They have their fire damage, they have their frost damage and that, but there's no, for instance, water damage per se. So and there's no terrain elements, like they can't make a water elemental in caverns to try and give it something special to do will actually leave water behind in its wake sometimes when it walks around. It'll like slowly create rivers and lakes when it's walking around. So that's a special thing that makes a water elemental, you know, vicious in its own way. But in a game of this nature, I don't know what... I was killing that thing with its shovel. Son of a whore. Alright. Man, that could have been a lot easier. Oh, we did it all anyway. Even with a shovel, we've killed everything we've come across. In a game like this, where there is no... I mean, what special ability could they give a water elemental? The fire elemental clearly causes fire damage and can light stuff in your backpack on fire. That's cool. The earth elemental can walk through walls. That's cool. The air elemental, or air spirit in this game, is invisible. That's cool. But what would they do for a water spirit? I don't know. It seemed like it just had a hit to attack. I mean, that's perfectly fine and acceptable. I'm just saying it's... I don't know. It feels a bit weird. It feels a bit incomplete that one gap in the elemental array is left standing. Let's rest again. And let's do some detection work, because we haven't been doing that here. And again, it's a good thing. A lot of traps nowadays. You forget to do that once and you may really regret it. Let's do some detection work up here as well. And take a sip of water. Alright. I am disappointed that the last two, checkerboard vaults we've ended up in have been overrun with fruit flies or other assorted vermin, because I really wanted to find out what's in there. It's too easy to get chased off by those things, especially in that arena, because you can't clear them out with an area effect spell, because they're all separated by like a block of pillar. And you can't kill them one by one because they're multiplying too rapidly. You can't even see where they all are because of the pillars, so it's kind of a deadly situation you get in there with all those fruit flies. No, don't be presumptuous. Rest. PAG. Rest again. I think a door just opened to my north. Did I see that? No, I guess not. I must open that door. Thought I saw a flicker of movement and thought that's what it was, but I guess not. Wand of Confused Monster. Very valuable and useful for confusing monsters, if you didn't guess that. Useful for a good getaway if you're fighting something too powerful to really deal with. Staircase up. We're not looking to go up. Let's see, officially, by the way, this would be level 20. And we are 23. Normally I wouldn't even want to be on this level even yet, but it seems to be working out okay, so I'm not going to complain. But we're in no hurry to head deeper. Shouldn't take that long to level up, not with things that, are worth 82, and even that, like 50, like some of those other things we were facing. These guys are not tough if you know how to handle them, or if you've learned how to handle them, as we learned. There you go. Welcome to level 24. Speaking of not taking long, I was putting down my numpad so I could press Shift G to gain new spells, but I didn't gain new spells. I must not have PAG'd in here because I just found a secret door. That was my bad perception kicking in and finding me that. My searching is still piss poor too. Let's do some detection work right here. Alright, well, that seems to be a lot of it. Let's see what else is around. Nothing else up here. Audition went well, by the way. I'll either never hear anything or I'll hear in a few days. That's the way it works, so perhaps I'll let you know how it turns out if I ever find out definitively how it turned out. I mean, eventually you can apply guesswork and say it's been too long. I should have heard by now. I didn't get it, say. But you cannot say... Actually, you really can't say with any degree of certainty. I've heard back from some projects on rare occasions months later because they delayed the project and didn't tell anybody, and then you get the call and they're like, hey, these guys want you to come out and do this thing. Wow, fuck. Alright, I wasn't looking where it moved. I was watching up here. As a result of watching up here, it moved and I moved down, and therefore I didn't even attack it this turn. If I had attacked it, maybe I'd have killed it and wouldn't have got hit with this acid. For the record, giant black dragonflies can breathe acid. It's interesting, it's got a pattern too, eh? It to the northwest, it's a interesting little pattern here. 1 dot, 4 dot, or 4 dots, 4 dots. Well, I don't even know how it works, but so those soft leather boots that we just finished. I would have killed it if I'd have watched where it was going. I wouldn't have had my boots damaged. Those boots that we just enchanted in the last video with that scroll of enchant armor we found. We just undid that enchantment essentially by not paying attention to where that dragonfly moved. So shame on us. Man, how many of these things are there? Alright, well that's that. I'm still convinced there's something up here. It's unusual for the for this generator to leave this stuff untended. We got doors right here, perhaps. It's hard to read this small map, eh? I think we have doors over there that, yeah, we do. That's our ticket in, and stuff down here as well. I'll do this first, because we're here. Black Harpy. Dead. Alright, let's do some detection work. We may have already done so from different angles, but better safe than sorry. Light's growing faint, let's fill it. Rest up. Oh, it hits you. Whatever it is, it's to the south. It's got a lot of attacks. I don't know what that was. But it is dead now. Fruit fly, black mamba, fruit fly. Let's get the fruit flies first. Alright. And creeping gold coins or some sort of coins coming from that direction. Look at that thing run. I like the reasonably random movement of the animalistic monsters in this. It's quite interesting. I like whatever algorithm is driving them. I think it's pretty effective for what it's trying to do. Oops. Once again, just in case. Whoops. Fuck, was I still using I think I was still using a shovel, man. Switch back to the bastard sword. It's gonna be a shitty epitaph if Sir Kinnerath dies with his shovel in his hands. Flesh Golem, I haven't seen one of these in a while. They, on the other hand, move at least as fast as I do, so the backup and getaway method will not work, but we don't need it. We're far more powerful than those things are now. Though I can recall meeting one at some point in the game where we were like, oh shit, this could be a problem. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to rest. Because I hit caps lock. Caps lock is off. Rat's lock is on. Ring of Adornment. Again, the part of me that wants complete knowledge of the game is saying we should bring that Ring of Adornment back to the surface to sell, because that way we can learn if they do gain in value the deeper you find them. but I don't think they do. No other object in the game works that way that I know of. So I think it's unlikely. Then again, there's been a few things we thought were unlikely, like the oozes that seemingly can attack other monsters. And I noticed when I was watching the video for that last video, the gelatinous cube. Oh, there was a door here. My PAG failed in concentration when I cast it over here. That gelatinous cube can also carry up to 5 objects, which is pretty cool. It's a D&D monster for sure. Whoa. Just in case it has some special attack we're unaware of. Let's protect ourselves. Yeah, the gelatinous cube is a bizarre monster that was made exclusively for D&D and has since found its way into many other games. Literally a cube of gelatin that slides along corridors and halls and dungeons, sweeping up everything it meets and eating it. And then when you kill them, according again to D&D rules, they would often have a bunch of objects embedded in their body that they swept up, so you get a lot of treasure. And I guess the game is trying to replicate that idea. It's kind of cool. What am I doing? Oh yeah, PAG. Didn't help. There's nothing down here. Let's try it a little bit further south. And if there's nothing there, I might just head down to the next level. We'd still be 3 levels ahead of the dungeon level we'd be at. And it wasn't a, did I see a door open over here? Sometimes I catch a flicker of movement and I think that's what it is. Well, if so, I don't know what it was. Yeah, it hasn't been terribly dangerous for us being on this level. I haven't been feeling exorbitantly threatened. Fuck, where are we? Nowhere near where we want to be. Let's tunnel through this wall so we can just get to where we're trying to go. Was I was like, was I just here? I guess not. Alright, PAG. No. Do one last PAG. Oops. A giant spotted rat. That may be new. I'll have to X the next R I see. I'll X the R. I'll dot the I's, I'll cross the T's, I'll X the R's. Let's see if there's anything over here. No, there's not. Let's use that staircase. We're here. Off we go. What's down here? 1,050 feet. Again, this is true of every level I come to, but officially the deepest level I've ever been to. We're going to be meeting a lot of things that I have no clue what they are. And that makes them dangerous. I don't want to leave this map screen if I can avoid it for now. We have the detections in place. Let's use those detections. That's the only evil thing we were aware of was a human zombie. It's not worth that much anymore, I don't think. 17 points. I mean, it's not terrible. Oops, I'm not trying to do that. We only need, surprisingly, only about 2,740 more experience to, or 2,745 experience more to go up a level. I mean, we're saying that's not much, but it really isn't in the grand scheme of where I fear we'd be at here. We can probably go up a level before we're off this level and at least stay 3 levels ahead of whatever we're heading to. Unless this level proves particularly challenging, in which case we will either back off or we'll hang out here for a long while and not move on until we're damn good and ready. Come on. Come on. What am I doing here? Alright. Detection steady time. Just making sure I didn't lose my concentration in any of those spells. I didn't. There was a you lost your concentration notification in that list I just looked at, but that was after I cast the light spell in the former room. So not here. White mushroom patch. I didn't even investigate what that was. It was irresponsible. More detection spells. It's funny that the most frequently used spells remain for me those of the first spell book. They're still the ones I rely on the most. Between detect evil, detect traps, light, and detect doors and stairs. Those detect, and then at the far end of the scale, obviously protection from evil and occasionally PCB. What is that? Orb of Draining. That's really about all we use, those things. What is this? Not anything I need or want. What was this? Ring mail? Hard leather ring mail. I mean, it might be worth a decent amount of money, but whoops. I mean, I'll drop the main gauche. My gauche. Oh, jeez. Oh, there's nothing there. We already did detection spells. Where are we heading? What are we doing? What are we doing? That was a passable Obama imitation there. We're looking around Moria. That was less so. Have I done any detection spells here? I don't know if I have. Obviously not. How we fix for time? Another 8 minutes or so, 7.5 minutes, something like that. Ugh. I feel like I'm compressed in this space I have available to me right now in terms of literal physical room. In maneuvering my chair here. Feels like the desk got bigger in my absence or something. Evil. Giant zombie. And there it is. What is it? What do you mean I see nothing to the northeast? That is definitively northeast. Fire giant. Let's protect ourselves from evil. Done and done. Let's hack it apart while it cries. Done and done. Let's rest up. Done and done. I can't quite recall what we've detected. I guess we have detected this definitively. I can see that door hovering in the darkness there. Hovering in the darkness. We've not done proper detection over here. But doing so reveals nothing. Violet mold. Done. I just minotard it, just charged in bellowing and killed it. Mummified kobold. Have we learned anything special about it? 950, 36.42. Small object or treasure, hit to attack, hit to attack. I don't think there's anything more to it than that, but finding out the hard way that I'm wrong, that it drains strength or something, would be a shitty turn of events. So let's just keep the detection or protection from evil spell in place while dealing with it. Why not? What do we have to lose by doing that? Takes an extra 2 seconds. Uh-oh, shit. Green jelly, acid. Those soft leather boots are taking a beating. On the bright side, we have our hard leather boots we found, which may be enchanted and could save the day. Our longbow is still registering as magic. These are not offhand, but who knows. P, C, B. East. Rest. PCB. East. Rest. PCB. East. Done. Alright. That's how you handle green jelly. You don't run into it like a mook. Yeah. Again, I'm feeling like the detection spells are absent here. I don't know if that's true. It was. Okay. Oh, fuck. These are vorpal bunnies, but I want to remember to investigate the next R I come across in case it's a spotted rat that we know nothing about as of yet. I'd like to learn what it does. We know what this does. Oh, interesting. I actually thought it drained strength. It doesn't, but it can use flames. So, why let it? Force it. When in doubt, break it. Giant tan bat. These can make us afraid. Maybe it was coincidental. We were fighting one of those a while back, and something was making me afraid. I think it was a magic user or something. I don't quite recall what it was. Something frightened my character, and I came to associate that fear with the giant tan bat, but I don't think that's a property of it. I should examine the next bat I come across aside from this one. We know what this does. It annoys with 4,000 needs for key presses. Holy Christ in a handbag. Look how many key presses are required. Fruit flies. Damn it, I hate you things. Die all the deaths. Maybe that's it. If we're lucky, speak too soon. PCB might have taken care of the last of them. Nope. Fuck, there's a lot of them here. How did they multiply so quickly? Jesus Christ. They're in a hallway, so there is hope to defeat them. Unless this hallway leads back to that room where they now have filled the whole room. Which is starting to look probable. Oh, look at that. Okay. As long as they're not filling this corridor up here. Okay, we did get them. Okay. That was lucky. We're just about done here. Let's see if we can finish exploring this little area. And then we'll wrap things up. Well, that seems to be about everything in this area. I think we're about done with this section. I'm not going to head out and look for other territory to explore because we have 4 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, bye.